This is the story of Gamja, a gentle soul with an unusual friend. But before her life changed forever, it all began with a strange little habit that carried more meaning than I first realized. Every morning while I brewed my coffee, Gamja would start her routine. She would trot over to her favorite plush toy, a stuffed golden retriever, and put on a show. She didn't just play with it. She acted out whole little scenes as if this toy were alive, her confidant, her best friend. At first, I thought it was just adorable quirkiness. But one morning, as I watched her place the toy carefully beside her and nudge it for a reaction, I saw something in her eyes, a flicker of sadness. It was then I understood. Gamja wasn't just playing. She was longing. She wanted a friend who could love her back. The thought of bringing home another dog terrified me. Gamja had always been cautious, the kind who approached life slowly, testing the ground before each step. She was never quick to trust, and I worried that another pet would only upset her careful balance. But her loneliness spoke louder than my fears. And so, one day, I brought home a little golden retriever puppy, a fluffy ball of sunshine with the same name as her toy, Chip. The moment was tense. I held my breath as Gamja approached him. Would she growl? Would she turn away? Instead, something magical happened. She leaned in, studied him for a second, and then showed him how to play. She gently grabbed a toy in her mouth, wagged her tail, and turned toward him as if to say, "This is how it's done." It was like watching her open a door to her heart she had kept closed for so long. From that day forward, Gamja and Chip weren't just friends. They were soulmates. They ate side by side, slept nose to nose, walked shoulder to shoulder, and even followed each other to the bathroom. Chip copied Gamja's every move, the way she sniffed the air, tilted her head, or even paused before crossing a doorway. It was like he saw her as his teacher, his guide through the big, confusing world. And then there was the kissing, endless kissing. At first, I thought it was only after meals, like some funny ritual, but soon I realized it was constant. Chip couldn't stop kissing her, on the face, on the nose, on her ears. Once he even tried to grab her tongue, and Gamja, patient as ever, tapped him gently with her paw, as if to say, "That's enough, silly boy." But it never stopped him. He adored her too much. Their personalities couldn't be more different. Chip is pure chaos. Spontaneous, daring, never thinking twice before plunging headfirst into an adventure. He'll vacuum the whole house with his tongue if you let him, picking up anything in his path. Gamja, on the other hand, is deliberate, careful, the type who checks everything twice before she even sniffs it. When Chip rushes forward, Gamja pauses to assess, and only then decides whether to follow. Together, they balance each other perfectly, his energy giving her courage, her calm giving him grounding. The most beautiful part of their bond revealed itself as Chip grew older. At first, Gamja was the teacher, showing him how to be a dog, how to play, how to live, how to trust. But as the months passed, their roles reversed. Chip became the brave one, the social one. At the park, where Gamja once avoided unfamiliar dogs, she now follows Chip's lead, joining in games she would have never dared to play before. He has taught her to open up, to be fearless, to see the world not as something to fear, but as something to embrace. I never imagined their connection would be this powerful. What started as a plush toy friendship has blossomed into a real, living, breathing bond that transformed Gamja's world. She will never have to feel lonely again. Now she has Chip, her partner, her shadow, her comfort, and her courage. Gamja and Chip remind me every day that friendship can heal the quietest corners of the heart. Sometimes the love we think we're missing is simply waiting for us, in the form of a wagging tail and an open heart. If you love this story about Gamja and Chip, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more touching and inspiring stories.